Yeah, and it's a really, really strong matchup into the Camille. Camille finds it so tough to deal with the riposte. You get a bunch of damage that can come out. You've true damage as well, which the Camille is going to struggle with. Well, Ezreal Arcane shifts away. He's so self-sufficient that it makes things so much easier on that top side as...
Oh, see it engage in the bot side. Just has the arcane shift, exactly what you talked about. Able to get away with it. TP being burnt in this top lane here as Ale in a little bit of trouble. Should be able to get out. No! 1-0. That is WE taking the advantage in top side. Summoners available. The exhaust for Beishang. No flash for the Gwen. Pretty standard. You tend to go with a summoner spell alongside either the smite if you're a jungler or teleport if you're a top laner. Rift Herald has been started here by LNG. WE do not have Elk, and this is exactly what we talked about. There's the hook that'll land in between everybody. The Breathe gets caught out. Fiora is dead. They trade back the Nautilus, so it's a 1-for-1, 2-for-2, as this is just an all-out brawl. But this started out with a 4v5, and it looks like it's going to be WE coming out big top out of a 4v5 situation. They get almost everything, and they're able to clean up house. Tarzan, in no way, shape, or form are you getting out of this one alive, buddy. I'm sorry, you are dead to rights. You're just going to try and have to get away from this Beishang, but he's got himself to turn back. You should be able to kill him off. There's a smite. But again, not much you can do. As I say that, oh, okay, I got a little scared. Little scared right towards the end there. But the important thing is for the side of WE, they do get all the kills. They lose the Rift Herald.
Constantly going for these TP plays towards Breathe. Shanks is more situated to go for... Oh, hang on. Here's that pick.
Yeah, they're gonna go for something here. There's the needlework being used. I want that hook was not... That was... See, he thought he got the same physics where he was able to get around the corner and bend the bullet and wasn't able to sadly get himself out of that particular situation. Icon does not take a favorable trade in the mid lane, ends up losing his ultimate in the trade.
WE, and this is being where WE are most confident when they have these pushing lanes, when they have advantages in lanes and can use them.
Well, we're going to see the Grand Challenge put down after the Hextech Ultimatum alongside the Moonfall. The flash in and flash away. We're going to see the riposte. Nicely done by Breathe. Oh, that was perfection.
Very well done. And even managing to get that last vital onto Ale gives him a nice little bit of a healing, so you don't end up with flashes coming through from Ale because he won't be able to finish him off with the precision protocol. TPs, as you say, though.
The TPs are coming in. This is going to be Shanks and Breathe coming back into this fight. It's a 4v3. I don't know if they've anywhere to go. The flash has been committed there by Ale, but a two-man pulverize. They can continue this one underneath the tower and pick up the Diana. That is an easy pick up there for the side of WE, and now they can pay back in kind the plates they just lost in top.
You know,
they have total control over the top side of the map, and they're going to try and transition that into the bot side as they just kind of absorb all of this gold and experience. And they're not stopping just yet. The dragon has just spawned, but they know they can get a second charge off and create maybe a little bit more pressure into this mid lane. And again, Team WE, this is why we always have such high hopes for this team coming into the split. This is why we always love to see them. And even more so when Mole was added. Yes, fair enough, it didn't work, but it just felt like this team should be a lot better. And when they play like this, again, they will not be able to take that Scuttlebug, but the Grand Challenge onto Icon, there is no escaping you here. You used your Dragon's Rage kick. You cannot disengage from this, and Breathe in the side lane gets himself a solo kill.
Essentially gone from the top side of the map, they turn towards the Baron.
They're fully committing to this as well. They've got the TP coming in. There's a Scryer's Bloom to try and just scout it out. They now know what's going down, but this Baron is taking so much damage so quickly. You can see they're missing. He's on keep away duty. He does not care if he dies. He just needs to keep the jungler out, and he does his job beautifully. Not only that, but he gets to keep his life and get rid of Tarzan's as well. This is WE tearing LNG to shreds.
And was it worth it, Ellen?
Do his job. Now with the Baron being taken, they're going towards his bot side. TP going to be committed here by Icon, who was split pushing on the top end. There's a good Moonfall though, lands on the 3. They're going to land the Moonlight Vigil, try to get that double moon combination going for them, but they're not quite able to take down Beishang. There he goes. He's finally down. This Ezreal though, still very healthy, putting out those Mystic shots. This Fiora still trying to do the damage. They're going to go in, trying to be aggressive. It's a double kill on top of this Ezreal for Elk, and we can see now they're going straight into the Fiora. Ale, will he have given up his life for it though? It's a 3v3, but you have a Viego, you have an Ezreal, you have so many ways of resetting this fight and taking it all away. You're all alone. You are the light in the darkness for LNG Light, but you will not be able to take this win, and that turret does eventually fall.
Shank.
It just becomes so difficult to really do anything about it.
and I mean, look, Knight has been the mainstay damage for this team for quite a while. Hold on.
Oh, missing. Does he go down? He does! Moonlight Vigil enough to take him down. I thought it was Ale who got himself caught, but it was actually the opposite effect as such, and we can see now WE...
He'd honestly solo out that dragon and keep threat towards the Baron, so LNG can take it.
Wandy, I don't know if he wanted to take that bulk after it went in. We're going to see a fight over the red buff, completely engaged on by the side of WE, and the TP committed as well. There's Wandy dead, and Barry Camille dead, gone, back to the grey screen, and now Elk feeling confident, feeling ferocious as he goes forward. They're going to try and turn this one around. Light gets caught. He will not be doing any more damage. That Infinity Edge will do you nothing good here, my son. And it's a clean ace for the side of WE. They don't care about the dragon. They don't care about the Baron. They'll barrel up the mid and take the game.
Yeah, LNG have such weird calls on when they want to fight. It's not Baron, it's not Dragon, it's a red buff that they throw away this game for. But honestly, it was all done and dusted regardless. WE now will push in for the win.
They will. You can see there the riposte just good enough to bring him out. The double ace in as many seconds. And that is going to be the Nexus falling. WE 1-0 up over LNG. And this... Something's got to change here for LNG, and we'll have a look now at all these different picks, and I'll let you gather your thoughts and see if there's anything interesting that you want to go for, because the first thing I noticed is they first picked the Lee Sin this time, but this time... Need to see how it all goes. Flash forward. Does he have the damage? He does! Icon with the solo kill in the mid lane.
Nicely done from Icon. That's exactly what you want to see coming through.
That just stacked up in this top side. And Beishong is here, but we're going to see him engage in the bot side and missing. That is not the engage you wanted, my friend. The Grand Entry is going to be able to knock him up. He's a very tanky Leona, but there's only so much he can take. And that is just an unfortunate timing there on the Zenith Blade. Didn't respect that the Lee Sin was probably going to be bot side. He nullified that particular one, and now Breathe, he's pushed up all the way, but Tarzan is here. Oh, dearie me, this is not very good for him. Breathe will go down to Tarzan, and this is starting to get a little risky now for WE. LNG, we talk about it a million times, they know how to deal with a lead. Trying to just be a nuisance right now. They will not be able to stop the dragon 100%, but Beishong taking a lot of punishment here from this dragon. The Realm Warp going to be used here. The dragon does go in favor of WE. Now Realm Warp used, and Elk gets himself out. Missing going to go ahead and sacrifice his life for the benefit of his team. They get the dragon, but the wheels are starting to look a bit wobbly for WE after such a convincing game one.
Well, I'm actually kind of annoyed at LNG right now because I'm looking at where Tarzan is on the map. I'm like, you've got Rift Herald up, you have advantages mid and on your jungle, and Ale is better in a skirmish than Breathe is right now. Like, you 100% should be here for this contest.
Here we go. This is going to be the contest. It's actually going to be Breathe using the culling. The perfect execution comes over, but they're able to get him back over. No! Okay, he does end up falling down. You can see now Shanks going to sacrifice his life to guarantee the Rift Herald was not all in vain. 2 kills going over to the side of LNG in favor of 1 and a Rift Herald for WE. Gonna drop down the Rift Herald, give all this gold over to the solo lanes, and the top side of the map belongs to WE.
Yeah, best way to try and trade that objective. Dragon goes across, but oh no. Either way, look, they'll still get this right. It doesn't matter a huge amount.
Scary.
But it's a little bit slower, but it actually means Beishong, yeah, will still be in range. Breathe is there as well. So yeah, you're all fine here. They eventually managed to pick this one up. Will they get it? Yeah, just... Oh,
committed here as well. Iwandi does have the quickness, or does not have the quickness, so no real big CC here. As he's just waiting for the Ruin Prison, but if you're just waiting for the Ruin Prison, you're never going to spell shield any of the other damage. Ale has to get himself away. He will not fall, as Elk almost gets the assassination there, and still a lot of skirmishes, but we shouldn't see any major objectives being taken pretty much until that minute and a half.
Rift is going to be up just for the second, so...
Shanks is in a really bad spot. Shanks is just not in a position to be able to save himself. He just put himself between a rock and a hard place, but now you've got this Lucian coming in. Beishong has got a lot of work as well with the needlework. You're going to have to be forcing the flash out of Ale soon if Missing's able to get the solar flare down. He's just about getting the flash out of him, and that is a win for the side of Team WE. They're going to be able to transition that towards that top side. There is no tower here. Ale's going to be pretty much pushed back all the way, and I think Ale's dead.
Yeah, this is why they were still chasing. Breathe cuts him off. Beishong now chasing down.
Chasing him down. He's in the shroud. They know exactly where he is, and they're going to be able to pick him off. 2 kills overall in that skirmish to breathe. They can turn back now to try and take down this Rift Herald. And that all stopped in bot side WE. They're just pushing. They're just prodding. They're just making it as awkward as hell for anyone. An Icon goes in. He does miss out the solar flare. They jump back on top of it, though. And there's Elk with the Kaisa onto the back line. The Rakan follows suit. And they're going to be able to trade this back, though, for the side of LNG. But they need to be so careful. WE still pushing, but they know that the Akali's coming back. They know they've used all their ultimates. They just need to reset, take what they've gotten, and get themselves some money in the bank. This giant scissors. Now Ally moving up. See what they want to go for. Dragon is live. Missing taking a bit of punishment here. They turn straight away. Light does not get caught out. That means there's no hard CC. Missing does not get himself the extra tankiness. He is going to go down. No, he has the Zonyas just at the last second, but Shanks is the first one to fall. And Elk was nowhere near this fight. Elk was just off on the backside of this around blue buff, and LNG punished them so hard.
Yeah, Elk got zoned off. He got stuck between LNG. He had to walk the long way towards that fight, and missing. That was Zenith. Miss Solar Flare. Pure panic gives LNG. Oh, hang on, Elk, where are you going?
Oh, Elk, you know you can't defend that. He's trying his best. He flashes, but he's still dead. Now, can you turn this one around, though, if you're on the side of Team WE? No, you cannot.
No.
The Dragon's Wage kick is good, and it's all falling apart for the side of WE. LNG will not only get the Dragon 4 kills and a mid lane turret, they're still pushing.
It's falling apart at the seams. LNG now should get this tier 2. Still have to be careful with Shank up no paranoia, though. And Beishang is trying to clear out his grog, so they will get 3 towers and a dragon.
Everything paranoia used defensively. I don't understand the concept of what they're trying to go for, but the Realm Warp going to be used here. They have a ward on it, so they know it's going down. I don't think LNG are going to be able to do this as quickly as they like.
No, but look at Beishang. He's not exactly healthy. No one on WE really is. Now they are on to it.
Oh, that's a great solar flare onto 3 members. I want to be taking the punishment from the Baron at the moment. You can see them now turning it straight away. They didn't want the Baron, they wanted the fight. And now we see the needlework being used. Tarzan does get the Dragon's Rage kick, but it's not enough to knock anybody up. Dash in, flash back here for Breathe. They've started back on the Baron. It's about 6,000 HP. The True Shot Barrage is good. Can they stay on this for LNG? I don't know if they can. It's very risky. They still have a ward. Now it's dead. Now they don't know where anybody is, and now it starts to get a bit more risky as Breathe goes in. Space Shang goes in, trying to get himself that Baron steal, but he's just far too early. And this Akali is going to destroy this backside of WE. Rides, flashes in, gets himself the kill, and it feels like this game is all LNG. Yeah, double cannons. Bert and Ernie, as I've now christened them, are just going to be able to do so much damage onto this turret, and there's just no range. There's no way you can stop it.
Oh, well, they just go for the engage instead. Oh,
whoa! Ale! Taking out Beishang, and that is your AP damage gone, buried, dusted, so you have no way of stopping this. Now there's 3, it's Bert, Ernie, and Clyde out in this bot side, just an absolute army, and they're going to be able to use the Realm Warp as well. It's a little early, because they haven't taken the inhibitor just yet, but they're just going for the fight anyway. Breathe is dead, missing goes Golden, but only to give the final salute as he heads on off to the grave, and it's going to be WE falling to LNG. It's going to be a game 3 versus these 2 teams.
Yeah, and look, it wasn't exactly the cleanest from LNG, but they do manage to get there as WE forced back to their fountain, and the Nexus follows.
Nexus goes down 1-1 in this best of 3. LNG bite back over Team WE, and we're going to all 3 games again. This time around, LNG do get themselves the Akali, but they will not get the Lee Sin to combo with it. And we can see now Kindred actually picked up here as well.
Perfect execution. It's actually one of the harder assassins for Elk to try and outplay. Now, Elk might have to outplay on this bottom side.
Well, might have to try and go for something. Missing, however, does not have as much mobility in his kit as he probably likes, and First Blood goes over to the side of LNG, and they quickly get it into a second kill on top side. That is 2 very quick kills here for LNG, and it's exactly what you want to see.
And it's what I've been calling for from LNG for so damn long, right? As Icon should be fine. I think, maybe?
Should be fine. She's okay for the moment. Is popping a pot, so has the corrupting pot there. But this is the power of the silence. And as I say that, we are going to see Beishong, not even level 6 yet, just jumping straight in, flashes forward, gets the stun down. Light has no flash, no heal, nowhere to go. Now he's got the level 6 to turn off the tower. And that's a very, very successful response here for WE.
And Missing already doing his due diligence of clearing out all the wards that could potentially be TP'd in on behind them. And now, just the turret will fall.
Here's the quickness, though.
Oh, no.
Are they able to commit to it? The TP is going to be committed to anyways. We can see there Iwandi just about staying alive because of the Lamb's Respite. Now Ale onto this backside, use the perfect execution, is able to take down Elk as the tower will fall. But here comes Gwen and Silas. You have nowhere to go here, WE. And, LNG, as WE are tearing through them. They flash onto Light. He just needs to find the Abstand of Duck, and he should be able to get him. Nice flash from Light, able to keep himself alive. The Storm is being brought down, but they're not able to go for it anymore. Shanks thought about it, but thought the better of it, and they backed themselves away. Plates in the bot lane, and now, Icon has a flash available to him should he need it. We'll go back straight away, but I don't know if that's the play. He's trying to use himself and try to use his dummy, but they will get the auto attack off. Elk picks that one up, and the flash was burnt as well. Icon just getting caught out.
And WE have been so good at using these side lanes throughout this series, right? Again, they see Ale doesn't really have pressure topside. WE aren't in a position to go for a dive themselves, so they just overload bot side of the map. Beishong is having a far more impactful game, though, than Tarzan is right now. Able to get in towards these side lanes. This is a lazy recall from Shanks, though.
Yeah, Shanks, I think, realizes now that he's in a little bit of trouble. The Everfrost will put a little bit of a slowdown. He turns onto Tarzan, maybe trying to just bait out the Lamb's Respite, not able to get it, does give up his life, but they do get top lane tier 1 in return, so a structure for a life. You're still okay with that if you're Team WE.
Icon, Mark is going to go towards Kindred. Let's make a play in mid.
Well, it looks like the play is actually going to be from LNG. They get the quickness down, and you can see Ale with the perfect execution gets himself the kill onto Missing. 0, 2, and 4. Not having a bad game on Karma, but definitely could have been better. Gives over another small advantage to this Akali. Under siege right now from Ale, but with a teleport coming in from Silas at the back end of this, they know exactly where it's going. Does Ale get away from it? He does not land, or does not get away from the chains as the land lands right on his face. They're not going to try and get the Everfrost, but he is dead to right. Shanks picks up that kill, and that's just a very good opportunistic play from an overextended Akali.
Active now is WE.
Yeah, Light is sustaining up, so he's going to get himself back into a nicer health bar state, but Ale has been spotted out on the backside of this dragon. We're going to see the Shurelya's used. The quickness has been popped off. Elk has got his not got his flash available as he gets jumped on. The shuriken flip missed! Oh, and Ale's got no more damage. The light has gone down. LNG cannot execute on this composition. It needed to be perfect, and it was not. WE get themselves 4 kills, and they can barrel up the mid lane and look for the 2-1.
It ain't perfect, and it's LNG that get executed. Now, WE, once again, they're just looking to end the game. You got 30-second death timers, and it's just Icon left standing.
You just needed something a little bit more, as Icon will end up getting a little bit of chunk damage onto Missing. He's going to try and make that bit stick a little bit more, trying to cut off the minion wave, but I just don't think he can do it. He's being cornered off away. Missing will probably die. He does not care. The Nexus turrets fall. The Nexus go down. WE will step forward as victors in this best of 3.